443 Ball Talk. Moosey, let's kick it off.
Good evening, gentlemen. This is 443 Ball Talk, host Moosey. Tonight we have something very, very special, something very close to my heart. I have four members of my former alumni, Wolmer's Boys, the best institution in the great island of Jamaica. So we have these four guys. They're going to be talking about this annual event that they have going on. It has been going on in Florida, and most recently they had it last year in Kingston, Jamaica. So we have Mr. Brian, we have Mr. Andre, we have the infamous Bop, and we have Mr. Alberga. Gentlemen, good night.
Good night, sir.
Night, sir.
Hey, good night.
Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
So we're just going to go across the room and everybody going to introduce themselves, but we're going to keep it pushing.
All right.
Sound good.
All right, I'll go first. My name is Andre Gray, and I am the president of the Quod Agis Sports Alumni Association. Been doing this for about 12 years now, and I have a very, very, very talented executive team, which I have some members here. So I'll pass it on to Brian so he can introduce himself.
Yeah, I am Brian Stadat, aka Mystery. I am the vice president of the association, and again, like Andre, just to reiterate what Andre said, the longevity and the continuity and the consistency of the organization is based on the leadership and the team that we put together. So kudos to the rest of the team, and I'll allow the rest to introduce themselves as well. Burger Bob.
Yeah, this is Bob. Former manning captain, former deputy head boy. I don't know what I want to this organization. I know some name on the check when I sign where the people them get a whole man. So whatever capacity that is, that's my role.
Yeah, it look like we lost Bob for a second there. Mr. Berger, you want to say something for us real quick?
Yes, I'm Alberga Harriot, one of the only non-athletic member of the association. Never kicked a ball on a field, but the love for my school has me here, and I'm here till the wheels fall off.
Yeah, thanks.
Berger attempted box football, but it wasn't very successful. Was better off as a spectator. Better off as a spectator.
That's it. Okay,
sure.
Sounds good.
Did we get Bob back? No, I think Bob on mute.
Yeah, about mobile, so I'm signal in and out.
All right. Well, Bob is one of our loyal members here and of the executive. Bob, you're back with us? I don't think you're hearing him, But Bob is one of those foundation members of the executive who has given a lot to the success of the organization as well, All right, so let me just run down a little bit of what the association is about and give you a little 500-foot view of what we were doing this year. So this started, I would say about 12 years ago. I was turning 40, and a couple of the guys decided that we should get together and play some ball again, from the winning Colts team and some other guys from 1986. So we started to play ball, and one of our main rivals was Campion College at the time. So we got together and played ball, and we had a good time. And then Brian called us in a room, and we made a suggestion that we should magnify this thing and try to give back some things to the school. So that's the whole genesis of what happened. And what we found is that there was a need in the Wolmer's community itself. We have a lot of alumni associations, whether it be Atlanta, New York, or Canada, and South Florida itself, that concentrated mostly on the entire school needs, like the education and the buildings and stuff like that. But there was always no clear focus on the sporting programs in Wolmer's itself. And when we say Wolmer's, we
Right.
mean all three schools. So we found a need. We work in line with these organizations. We don't compete against them. So we work in line, and our association is dedicated to the sports. So we do one major event per year, and that is the soccer match. And around the soccer match, where we have Wolmer's champion, and then we usually invite a couple other schools for the pre-match, the warm-up match, and then Wolmer's and champion take the spotlight, and we have a football game, and we enjoy ourselves, and we try to relive the past. We have brought in a lot of people. I mean, people who haven't seen each other from they left school. We had people coming back from England. I think there was one from Switzerland. Was it Switzerland or Switzerland? People from Canada. So we all come together in one area, and man, I tell you, people, I see people hug people, and bring back good memories. We talk and we bond as men, and we try to help out each other in a big way, So we did that, and then around that now we built the fundraising thing. So usually on a Friday night we would get around by Bop House, and we get a meet and greet type thing, and then the Saturday now we play the match. We started on a regular field, but then the thing got so big that we started to put in the stadium. So now we put in the stadium, and everybody love playing in the stadium. So at Broward Regional Park, we go in the stadium and roll some good ball. In the nights, we do a fundraising party, and that party we try to generate some funds. It covers all age groups, because the elders them come in, us now who we don't really want to admit that we're middle aged, but we're kind of middle aged, and then we have the younger generation them coming up. So I don't want you to say is a old people thing or a middle aged people thing. Is all age group we covered, And from that now we spread our wings a little bit and introduced a raffle. So in that raffle we try to raise some funds. We have some good prizes and things. Over the years, we have been able to generate and donate, I would say, over 30 or 40,000 US dollars, if not more. Even during the pandemic, we were like trailblazers that created, kept the event going, and we created like an online party. I think we raised the standard for online party, because we had so many people logging on and enjoying themselves and having fun. Over the years, our focus in the donation is and has always been the nutrition program at the school. So every year we subsidize the nutrition program, mainly for the Colts and Manning Cup people that's under 16. And of course, some goes to the Manning Cup team as well. We also spread the wealth with made donation to cricket as well as track and field, and then we even expanded further as the ladies came and helped us from Wolmer's Girls. We donated to Wolmer's Girls as well in terms of cash. Also, in terms of physical equipment, we gave the school a defibrillator, stretcher, first aid kit, that type of thing. We also donated boots and jerseys and things like that as well to the school. From that, we have a massive gathering, and last year I think we decided to take it back to the school. So we had a return to Heroes Circle, and that was a huge success. We got a lot of sponsorships and a lot of exposure in Jamaica, and we created a whole new market in Jamaica as well. We haven't abandoned the original Florida thing, but we're going to try and look to alternate it. So this year, as usual, we try to do one of the events, and one of the events is new. So on Friday night, we're going to have what we call a games night, an entertainment night. So we have karaoke, dominoes, kaluki, you name it. That's going to be in Plantation at St. Benedict's Church Hall. I think I will go pull up the flyer to get the exact address, but it's St. Benedict's Church Hall in Plantation. On Saturday, we'll be at Broward Regional Park in Sunrise. Sure. Correct. Thank you, Brian. Friday, September 8th. That's approximately 15 days away or 14 days away from now. And that starts from 7 o'clock in the evening and goes until 1 o'clock in the night. So everybody going flying in on Friday, and we're going to get together, have some fun, and play some games. Food will be served. We're asking for a donation of $25, and food is included. And then, of course, your beverages, whatever your desired beverages on sale as well. Mainly a cash bar, but we will accept Zelle payments. On Saturday, we go to the 9th, we go to Broward Regional Park, and that starts at about 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the day. First match starts at 3 o'clock. That would be JC against KC. That's the opening match that we call it a maroon and gold match. And then at 5 o'clock in the evening is the feature match. There's something special we planned for the halftime show during the feature match between Campion and Wolmer's. We have some up and coming and famous performers that's going to come and entertain the guests there. One from Wolmer's, which is Isai, and one from Campion, which is Marcus I. So these gentlemen are going to set a different standard in the music world and reggae music and DJ world. Following the match, we'll go home and freshen up and get your favorite person and bring them down to Valencia's in Margate, where we have the party, the after party we call Indulge. The donation there is $20 prepaid and $25 at the gate. If you want tickets, I'll throw out my phone number there that you can call. It's 954-559-5991. And we have the flyers circulating online as well. That's a basic overview of what we do, and we're asking for as much support as we can. I'll let the others jump in now, and or Mr. Musi, if you want to have any questions for me, I can clarify some things for you.
Yes, I do have a question for you, Mr. Gray. You said something about the raffle. How does the raffle thing works now?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, it will be uh, the iPhone. That's a yeah, that's an iPhone. I believe Burger King about is a Pro Max 13, iPhone 13 is the second price. And then the third prize is a Chromebook, and then the fourth prize is a $100 gift certificate, that you can use anywhere. Um, these prizes are sure. I think it's the other way around. To clarify, it's 4 days and 3 nights. I think that works. Yeah. Right. So I want to make sure that's understood. Yeah. And then you have the iPhone 13 Pro Max. And then you have the Chromebook. And then we have the consolation prize of a $100 gift certificate. The way the tickets are, it's basically and we offer packages that you can just click on, like you spend $50 or $25 or $100, you get a certain amount of entries. Some of them is dollar for dollar. Some is more than like, 'cause I know, like, my mother bought a $50 thing, and she got 75 entries and things like that. So it really incentivizes you to donate. Of course, everybody wants to win the prize, and we encourage people to try and win the prize. But it's more than just a prize. It's a donation. It's a quick way to donate if you can't make it to the function. All over the world, I have people in Japan and people in Australia that donate all the time. And a matter of fact, them a little bit upset with me because we don't have any more online party. And I tell them, boy, the trend of online party has gone down, so we don't really do the online party. People want some in-person party sometime, but we're going to get back to it and create something soon. So that's how that works for the raffle. Brian, you're so passionate about your thing. Look like your camera get blown out, but we'll get you back live so we can see your face. You know? Okay, no problem, no problem, boss, no problem. No, yes, but I want to chime in on what Brian said too, that it's completely voluntary, you know. We give up a lot of our time, but we do see the rewards, and a lot of people, I want to thank the people who have supported us from the beginning, you know. Um, yeah, we have past teachers, past coaches. We have coaches that we had. Almost every morning cup coach that we had, and track coach, and PE teacher, and biology teacher, and everybody who was influential in our lives. We have brought them up. We have honored them, and it's been well appreciated. The love that we kind of try to spread. So we have a big family. And we're looking to increase the family size every time because we have space for everybody. And we want everybody to come out and enjoy, you know?
Okay, so I got another question. So with all these with these donations, I know you guys do the raffle. Is there any particular like goal amount that you guys look for? You just work the raffle and whatever it is, you just pass on to the institution to do various different departments.
Let me take that. Our goal this year, we set goals that we think is reasonable and achievable at the time, and we always look to blow past the goals. But our goal this year is 10,000. I believe last year it was 7,000 and we exceeded it. So we kind of try to ratchet up the ante this year.
Come in, now. Bring everything on top.
To
I check out Wayne Marshall jersey fast. Come in there,
to Bob, mute yourself. Yeah, so we have that goal of 10,000 this year. Outside of that, what we make from the party is also extra, and then what we're doing on a Friday night now would also be extra. Right. Yeah, and we also I want to big up the fact that we have a couple sponsors that have stepped up in the last couple of years and has given us donations, whether it be monetarily or in things that we need for the events, which has helped to minimize the overhead costs that we have in place. You know, I don't know. I don't know if we want to big up some of the sponsors, especially for this year. I know that the Toyota of Hollywood has been a backer of us here. Champions Football Academy, as well as Sana. That's a is it bath soap they sell? Soap, yeah, soap. Right. So they have all given us donations, and I want to big up Burger. Burger is still on. Yeah. One of our Wolmer's girls, she's connected with American Express, and they were able to raise a certain amount of funds within American Express, and American Express have the policy where we are a 501c3. But I need to big that up. We are a 501c3, so they doubled whatever the individuals in American Express donated. So we got a pretty nice donation from them, which is helping us to offset the cost, and some of the funds will go directly to the school as well. So I want to big up the sponsors, and then you have those individuals who they don't necessarily make it to any of the events or not even the raffle, but they do give a donation They write a check, they sell in money, they do what they can do to help, and I want to thank all of them for all the support as well. You know.
So, Mr. Lee,
I'm listening.
I just want to interject for 1 second because this is so timely. It's like divine intervention. So what happened is, we don't forget the ball game, because the ball game is one of the main things where we have a stadium and we
Yeah.
have, at least 250 fans come and cheering on Campion and Wolmer. So we won last year. You already know Wayne Marshall scored the winning goal last year, but the years before, Campion beat us on penalty. So I'm the one organizing the jerseys. So I just happened to get the jersey hot off the press, and this is the first jersey me come with. Me get. I don't know if you can see it.
Okay.
You can see the name on it. You can see the name on it. You can see the name on it. All right. You see the name on it.
Ball
All
talk.
right,
Look at that.
big man. All right,
Perfect.
so that's what they pan. And then see this is my boy, sponsor,
Okay.
champions. And
Okay.
then Son up on the side, another sponsor. All right, so we have the big man jersey too, Mr. Marshall.
With Marshall. Okay.
See it there?
Yeah.
Big up himself. And then we have boy, the man at the first time I go play with him, hear about it and love it. Legend of Wolmer's Jamaican international footballer.
What?
The great Paul Young.
Nice.
All right, the great Paul Young. So I want to come to the ball field and enjoy enough niceness, music, food, and the ball game live. Big rivalry. So like that.
Hey Bob, next time you have to make that be a moment of suspense. You can't release that like that just like that. You should surprise the world, man.
Well, yeah, what?
Champion, I'll come well prepared now.
Hey, it's all right. Campion can come as prepared as them want. Them still can't touch the ball. All right, my boss.
Good stuff.
All right, back to you, moderator.
All right, so gentlemen, I would say for the past 2 years I've came on board and played off of the strength of Adrian Armstrong, aka AQ, and I must say it's something that I'm actually looking forward to. Like as soon as I got back home the first year in Florida when it because of the storm, and the lightning and thunder. That game was called off early, and then last year, which was a big event in Jamaica, it was not saying I'm not going to say I was surprised. It was like I was actually intrigued by the big turnout, especially we had bad weather during that time in Jamaica, and the turnout was outstanding. A lot of sponsors. We had the kid game before, and I must say with the excitement behind it, I'm expecting something bigger come September 9th in Florida, and I'm actually looking forward to it again. And Bop with the just showing the jersey, it gave me that little adrenaline rush just now. So I'm actually looking forward to this year again. It's like for years I've done stuff for Wolmer's, but nothing like you guys are doing. And I must say, it's truly a wonderful feeling knowing that we have other fellow Wolmerians that are actually giving back to the institution, giving back for a good cause. And I'm glad the fact that Brian mentioned it, because a lot of time when money is involved, a lot of people are very hesitant in donating money because they feel as though they don't know where their money is going. And I'm glad that Brian was able to clear the air on that, whereas every penny, every dollar goes directly to Wolmer's. It's like you say, it's a non-profit organization, and that's a wonderful thing, because a lot of times, like I said, people are very skeptical in terms of donating, but the fact that they know that, well, when I donate this money, whatever I donate, I know it's going to go to helping one of the departments in any of the institutions, because it's not just for the boys' school. We also assist with the girls' school as well. So kudos to you guys. It's good stuff, man. And like I said, I'm 2 years in. This is year 3 for me, and as long as I live, it's you, like I said, you're Wolmerian for life. So naturally, I'm gonna be a part of the movement going forward.
Yes. I also wanted to point out on just piling on that on the whole aspect of us bringing everybody together and donating together. This thing started out as the '86 champion Colts team that won, and then now we bring together the whole of the '94 Morning Cup team that won. And it was a good feeling. They brought back the coach and everybody, and we get together. So no, the '94 team is the stalwart ones of the team though, because the 86 people have reached up into them 50s, and we have passed the baton on, So it's your time, AQ and you and the rest of them, Damir and all them guys to run with it, and spearhead it. We're making to take the lead a little bit and giving a little guidance on top of that too,
Most definitely, man. You guys are a foundation. Naturally, you guys go. It doesn't matter. You guys will be in the background, making sure that everything is orchestrated and being ran the right and proper way.
Yes, sir.
Not being able to play doesn't stop you guys from having
no, we're playing, man. When I come on for my 10, 15 minutes,
Hey,
I just scoring goals and coming off and giving a smile,
Okay, sounds good. That's the aim. Everybody has to get a chance, get a little knock and come off. As long as you overexert yourself and can't wake up the next day. But like I said, it's a fun-filled weekend. We have Friday night with the Domino's karaoke. Then Saturday we have the game, and then after the game we have the after party. So you have to make sure everybody's well prepared and available for all that.
Yes. Just prepare. So Sunday, I think Sunday, some of the man them sneak off and go beach too, but it's mostly sleeping, going on the beach. You can't manage it.
After the whole weekend, right. So, I know you had mentioned earlier, let me ask this. Is the plan to go alternate Florida, Jamaica?
That's definitely in topic of conversation. Jamaica took off, and as I say, it brings into the forum another set of foundation spectators that some of them don't travel all the time to come to Florida.
Right.
So we're definitely going to cater to that. If it's not alternating each year, it may be every 2 years. But with the Florida people, the unique thing about Florida is that it take one plane and capture everybody all over the world. So it's like a major pass-through station,
like a central location. It's like
exactly.
Yeah.
So we had people who were based in Trinidad and other small countries, them come through and they're able to meet up in Florida as well. So those who can't make it to travel to Jamaica, they come here. So we definitely keep Florida in mind, but Jamaica is definitely one of the treats, because I never see a set of man them look so excited. Them look like kids again when them go back into the school and when I walk around the school, and a lot of nostalgic feeling. It was a good feeling, very, very good feeling, to see the school and help the school and know that what you're doing is meaningful, And I think last year we had the youngsters play the first game. It was really very nice to see the kids actually playing, One of the ideas is that maybe one year we can bring up the Morning Cup team them and make them play a match as a pre-game, So you have the younger generation and the older generation, That's all things that we're excited about. I tell you, this executive team, and I'm just a facilitator, but the executive, they come up with some ideas, and people like yourselves and the mayor and AQ and everybody else outside and give us ideas, and we try to find a way to execute it. One thing we're good at is execution. From Wolmer's days till now, we're good at execution. So we plan it and we execute it and we do what we're doing. But the support and the financial help is always welcome.
Yep. That's definitely key. Like I know you just mentioned something about execution. I must say, from my like I said, this is going to be my third year being a part of it, and I live for proper organization from the part where you have to donate to get your jerseys. You get to, when I got to Florida, we know the location where the food, and then even last year in Jamaica, where all the events were well coordinated, fully organized. Like I didn't see there was no hiccups at all. You know, everything just flowed pretty smooth. So I know there's a lot of people that are involved, and it's pretty tremendous to see that how you guys have your thing. You know, a lot of times in life when you have, let me say, too many people in the pot, it stir up a whole bunch of controversy and a whole bunch of confusion. And I love the fact, not that because it's my alumni, it's my old boys association, but I love the fact how organized you guys have everything. And like I said, it's a big thing for me. Like the moment I left, I already started making arrangements for block off from work. These dates, I have to go to Florida. I have to go to Jamaica, wherever the date may be. So kudos to you guys. Job well done. Like for me, I used to do direct donations, but having you guys, I know that I have a direct where I can just say, raffle, this, that. And I know where exactly my money is going. Because sometimes, like I said, people like transparency, especially in these times. And I like the fact that what Brian mentioned earlier about the raffle website, that is the most secured of those type of websites that we have in America. So that is key because people want to know so that with them doing it, their money, their card or whatever they use not going to get compromised. So that was key information right there. So like I said, gentlemen, I'm actually looking forward to it. And I'm excited. Like the time I join here is like, I need to run some lap of morning or something just to get the extra breath of fresh air and keep in shape. So kudos to you guys. And I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, donation is, I just send on the information as usual and keep it going. And it's a blessing to be a blessing. And the fact, like I said, what we went through as back in the day, like in the 80s and 90s, we don't have the kids now, we didn't have the resources that these kids nowadays have. And the fact that we can help and give a lending hand, it can go a long way in helping the infrastructure. And like I said, nutrition, like Brian mentioned, is key. A lot of these kids, we expect them to perform at a certain standard. But if you're not eating right, there's no way you can possibly do that. So kudos to you guys. And I'm actually excited and looking forward to not just the game on Saturday and the bonding with the old boys, but also to see the development of what the plan is moving forward and whatever other things you guys want to execute in the future.
I just wanted to before we move a little further. I don't want to forget all the people, but I want to give up a big up to Campion, because Campion has come out and supported us every year and bring a lot of spectators and them support us, and it's a good bond, you know. I found that the more we talk about Campion, it's an uptown school. That's the label, but a lot of the Campionites that are there actually started out at Wolmer's Prep, because I started out at Wolmer's Prep.
Wow.
But the IT-tighty one, them go a Campion, and then
the one them come my US circle. Yes.
Exactly. We stay to be purebred, you know.
Right.
We don't deflect. But them remember the school and them come out and them support. So I really want to big them up for being there and always coming out in them numbers to support us. You know, so big up to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, big up the Campion, man. Them. So the trophy we are pay for. Trophy like this, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We win this 217 the trophy are from. The area similar trophy. Wolmer's name again.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Andre, I just want to reiterate that because, like, you know, it's good to know your history because prior I wasn't aware that we had a back and forth between 86, 87, 88 with Campion, and it's good to know the history because, you know, a lot of people, like I said, you mentioned earlier, a lot of people think that, oh, Campion is just an uptown school. Campion really, they're not competitive, but the history says otherwise, that they were like a rival. Because like a lot of people, when I first told a lot of people about this Wolmer's campaign game, it was like, when did Campion become Wolmer's rival? So because of the history that you guys shared, I had to break it down to them. I said 86 wasn't my time, but the older boys, they had a rivalry back then. Wolmer's campaign did have a rivalry. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's a blessing to know that even this
We-
fight is really a Wolmer's event. The fact that they take part every year and make sure that this event is successful. So, like I said, big shout out to Campion College. Don't worry, now I get to the tea kick out come September night, but we appreciate everything.
Yeah, them willingly accept them beaten as often as
That's
possible.
the great part about it. Willingly come get beat up. That's the joy of it.
Yeah, man, if Campion, we never draw with Campion, 89 would be called Manning Cup champions that year. Nobody can tell you.
Wow.
Yes,
Campion
that is true.
deny us that year.
Yeah,
Like
and
Charles Smith went to and goal average, right? Because we draw with Campion.
Wow.
That's how tight it was. We didn't lose a game that year.
yeah, and we won. Yeah, we won Colts 86, and then we lost to them in the finals in 87. So yeah, yes. Right.
Okay.
So it's the same set of guys came up to Manning Cup, and it was a big competition inside there. You know, a lot of people never realized that Campion was into those semifinals and knockout rounds in those times. But they had a really neat team, and yeah, I think so. Again, because just shout out the dates. It start on September 8th, and then September 9th is the big match and the fundraiser party. So that weekend, just block it off and come out and enjoy yourself.
Yes. All right, Brian. I'm glad that that was a very smart move by you, Mr. Brian. I saw the link, and while you guys were talking, I'm about to make a donation from Shirley. So thanks for the link. I'm gonna make sure to save it in my browser. So whenever time see fit, and I can also share it with my fellow other Wolmerians also. Every mickle make a muckle. Anything else you want to add back before we close off?
Well, I personally want to big up Ball Talk. I mean, this program is doing its thing, and I want to say maximum respect for giving us some time and entertaining your fans each and every week and every day.
I
So,
appreciate
big up to
that.
you.
And gentlemen, anytime, when it's banter time, you can always come back, whether they be Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, whoever you support, you can always come on a Monday evening, come voice your 2 cents. But tonight is something special because I've never ever recorded, since I started, I've never ever recorded on Thursday. And I was just jokingly saying it to Brian, and then Brian reached out to me and I said, for Wolmer's, anytime. And I'd make sure some evening was clear because I bleed maroon and gold. So come naturally, without even hesitating, I'd block out the time and say, yes, let's do this. Do it right in its perfect time, right before the actual event on September 8th, 9th. So I'm looking forward to it. Say, Bob already showed me jersey. We probably need to run some lap this weekend. I actually have a game this weekend, so I try to see if we can run a full 90, so be in shape come September 9th. You know what I mean? So, coach, don't leave me out. We're ready.
Yes. May I try and make sure so the coach give me my minute.
Bob, give me a piece of the jersey before we roll out, man. Don't hide the glory.
Yes, man, the Ball Talk jersey.
We need Ball Talk jersey, man. Come on, show Ball Talk jersey.
Put Ball Talk jersey back in our bag already.
You show back in the
No, man, you go back field, boss. Go back field, boss.
I don't want him think I mess up in jersey. You see me, I say.
No, man, it can't mess up, man. Cause I guess I'm a flight book already, I arrive in Florida early that Friday morning.
All right, I find it Ball Talk. They're on the front.
They're on the front.
Oh, it is. So see there, they're the front. See there?
Yeah,
All
hold it up,
right, Ball Talk. Any promotion is good promotion.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Ball Talk, I go score that year. I feel it.
All right. But feel like Ball Talk I got top in one.
Yes, for sure.
All right.
Yeah, my boss. Are you with that?
All right, gentlemen. Anything else? Anything else you want to add before we close off?
Yeah, man, we just want to thank all the supporters that's been with us over the years. Bigger and better things, make the money and the youth them reap the benefits. Wolmers, all type of Wolmers, girls, boys, all the sports, everything, And we want to big up a man like Kurt Booth as well, because I'm a stalwart right now at Wolmers. I try to push the program. So big up everybody. Looking forward to seeing everybody again in September.
All right.
All right, gentlemen, we're just less than roughly 2 weeks away. The Wolmer's Quod Agis SAS September Link Up event. It was a good night having a good conversation with Mr. Brian Studdard, Andre Gray, and the legendary former Wolmer's Money Cup captain, Sir, but the man behind it, aka the kit manager, the man behind everything behind the scenes where uniforms are concerned. We're definitely excited, and I'm looking forward to that weekend to bond with my fellow Wolmerians. So on that note, we're gonna close it out like this. 4 Euro Circle forever, Wolmer's for life.
Wolmer